Hey guys, this is Legendarma TV. It's good to see you again. Today we're gonna talk about something that is annoying. Super annoying. Yeah, we're gonna talk about fatigue. Why does it exist? What it is for? What kind of obstacles you might encounter with the fatigue? And I will try to help you out how to beat it and make sure that you never run out of it. Let's roll. So what exactly is fatigue? Fatigue is the energy level of your character. You start with 300% in Vindictus, and whenever you complete a battle, it will spend a certain amount of it. Once it reaches 0, you won't be able to acquire any XP, any loot, any gold, anything from the battles. So you have to make sure you stay away from 0%. Why fatigue has been introduced? Well, the developer said that fatigue is just gonna counter bots, which obviously they failed to do so. The bots are still there, the bots are plaguing everything, which is pathetic and it sucks, but I don't know why they did that. It doesn't make any sense. However, it's there, it's annoying, and we'll have to deal with it. Now, there are different types of ways to restore fatigue, and we're gonna talk about it. I will cover it up in this video. Why fatigue really is introduced, and all this energy stuff, is pretty much to prevent excessive gaming. Because a lot of people do play too much video games, and I know it sounds kind of ridiculous, but it's true. And excessive gaming might lead to fatal cases, because you're going to overexhaust yourself in front of the PC, a lot of radiation and blah blah blah. You know it already. The other thing about this kind of stuff, this system, it allows developers of free-to-play games to make money through the webshop, because they would just drop these potions or energy drinks that you can use to instantly restore your energy or fatigue for just a small amount of real-life cash. That's how they make money. That's how pretty much it is in every free-to-play game that has a webshop. It's their source of income. So, how to beat fatigue, how to play smart around it, everything is up ahead. Let's go. Alright, imagine we are an absolute new player. Now, even the first battle that you do is gonna spend fatigue right away. How to check how much fatigue you're gonna spend once you complete a battle. If you go to the board and choose any mission, you can see in the info right over here, you can see how much fatigue it's gonna spend. Now this amount is raw, without any, nerfs, any buffs, whatever. And there are certain types of buffs that you can acquire to lower the amount of fatigue that the battle is gonna cost. One of them is using soap. Now people, time to time, do drop soaps in different channels. If you press T and then spring temporal, you can actually see where is the soap in which channel. Go there, click move. Right here, the soap is in the 101 right now, and you will see at down the hot springs, you will see that someone used a soap. Go into the pools and AFK there for 30 seconds. Once you do that, you will receive a buff, a soap buff. It will give you really nice stats and all that, but what is really important about it is the fact that the soap buff for an hour and a half grants you 25% cut on the fatigue. So whenever you're gonna complete a battle, you're gonna spend 25% less fatigue. So let's say the battle spends 10% fatigue flat. If you have a soap buff on you, this will only cost you a 7.5% of fatigue spent if you complete the battle. So whenever you start from level 1 up to level 60, 50, 60, something like that, make sure that you always have this soap buff on you. It will gradually reduce the total amount of fatigue that you're gonna spend until you get to the next part. Once you reach level 50 or 60, something around that, you will gain access to the AP shop. go to the inn in Colhen and talk to Earnmath. You will have a P shop right over there, unlocked. And if you scroll down, you're going to see the VIP service for 2 days. It costs 500 AP, so make sure that you save that 500 AP to purchase it. Once you get that, use it in your next inventory, and you're going to gain a buff for 2 days. Now, VIP service will allow you to nerf the amount of fatigue spent by 50%, so it's double the amount from the soap. However, soap and VIP do not stack, so you will have to just use the soap for the stats if you have VIP on, and just roll. VIP at that point, 50% nerf, is going to be really good to proceed further. At level 65 or 70 through the story, you will acquire a 7-day VIP service, so it will extend the amount of the amount of time that you're going to have the buff, so the minus 50% fatigue spent. So it's really good. There is also such thing as VVIP, which is an enhanced version of VIP. Now, VVIP you can purchase either through the webshop with real cash, or you can buy it on the market for 7 days. What's so good about VVIP? And actually, it's probably one of the best ways to counter fatigue. VVIP provides you every hour of the game, provides you with free 3 fatigue potions. So whenever it's like exactly 6 a.m. or 7 a.m., 8 a.m., every hour, you gain 3 of these. They don't stack, obviously, so even if you had 1 left, it will refill back to 3. They don't go, bigger, more than 3. You can use them, so that's gonna boost your fatigue by 30%. And this is just amazing, because especially when you're leveling, whenever you will have that, you pretty much are gonna spend just a little bit more than the VVIP covers, or even less, depending on how long you play, how fast you progress and do the missions. So VVIP is by far the best way to counter fatigue, because you're gonna get these potions so you can restore 30% every single hour you're playing. Fatigue also restores naturally every day. Whenever the server reset happens, if you are below 100% fatigue, it will instantly refill back to 100%. So let's say you were like at 10 or 15% left. Whenever reset happens, it's gonna refill up to 100% back. If you are over the 100%, it will restore 30% of what you have. So let's say you are out of fatigue potions from the VVIP, right? And you just ended up with just a small amount. Just wait for the reset and it will replenish your fatigue, either gradually up to 100% if you're below, or by 30% if you were if you had more than 100%. If you own a guild house, you can go inside, and there are beds there. These beds are not just for ERP. You can actually lay on that bed for 5 to 7 seconds, and it will restore fatigue. However, you can only use that once a day. As far as I remember, the bed restores 30% flat, so make sure to visit that bed every day, and it resets daily. So whenever the server reset happens, you can use the bed as well to restore an additional 30% fatigue and just continue your adventures. You can acquire fatigue potions from the events. Events do happen every major update, every big update, and they do last for quite a while, and a lot of them, at least one of them, always have fatigue potions as rewards. Whenever event tells you to do whatever it tells you to do, you do that, and you will acquire some of the fatigue potions. Like right now, it's a slice and dice game, so whenever you do raids, you gain these dices, And if you're lucky enough, you can land on the fatigue potions and have some to restore your fatigue. They also happen to be in the exchange shop if you have to collect some kind of coupons for event, and you can exchange them for additional fatigue potions. So there is, your supply of fatigue, if you play it smart, it's going to grow, it's going to stack, and at some point you will just forget about it. There are such things in Vindictus called objects. That would be chairs, beds, showers, anything that you can interact with. Whenever you acquire them through the events or through gacha, whatever, you're gonna get object points. If you go to the wardrobe, you can actually see these skills, which are called Add Object FP. Whenever you meet the milestones with the points, you're gonna unlock these skills, and once you use them on your main character, they will increase the amount of total fatigue that you own. So you start with 300%, which is max, and if the more objects you have on your account, the more skills you're going to unlock and the more total fatigue you're going to have. Right now, as you can see, I have unlocked 4 of them, and my total amount of fatigue is 340%, which is great, and it can extend up to 400% fatigue total. So this is really good, and it also affects the guild bed and the server reset and the objects amount of fatigue that you acquire. So the more total amount of fatigue you have, the more fatigue you're going to restore with these 3. So the guild bed, the server reset, and the objects. So make sure if you happen to acquire objects, make sure to visit the wardrobe and unlock this skill so you gain this buff. And right after you unlocked a skill in the wardrobe, you can actually use that object that you have in town, anywhere in the town, put it there and interact with it. If you sit down on a chair or something for 5 seconds, you will restore additional amount of fatigue. You can use that once a day as well, so make sure to use your objects, if you have them, daily to restore your fatigue. If you have an alt or another main character that you play, this will actually make your life even easier. Let's say you're running out of fatigue on your main character, just switch to your alt and just play it. So if your main has a VVIP service, that's even better, because you can play it for 1 hour on your alt and then come back to collect your 3 fatigue potions for free, use them, and just continue playing on your main character. It's very, very simple. And the last thing that you can do, actually, you can visit the supply depot and spend real-life money to purchase the fatigue potions. 1 fatigue potion is roughly, 30 cents? Or you can buy 30 for $7, but I would honestly never do that, because all the mentioned ways that I've mentioned in this guide, they will pretty much cover up your fatigue spendings totally. And at some point, as I said, you're gonna start stacking these potions, and it will not run out of it, and fatigue is just gonna disappear. The problem with the fatigue is gonna disappear. And this is pretty much everything covering fatigue. Damn, this was actually pretty tiring. Alright, well, guys, I really hope that this guide helps you play around fatigue, play it smart, and make sure that you never run out of it. I wish you good luck on that. Thank you so much for watching. This was Legendarma TV, yours truly, Mr. Perfect Score. Subscribe to YouTube channel, join my Discord, stop by Twitch. If you have any additional questions, put them in the comment section below. I read all the comments. Thank you for all your support, and I see you in the next video. Stay safe. I love you 3000. See you later.